Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about changing posture. Now some people don't believe that posture is an issue, but we can clearly see that when we have issues, say perhaps like a thoracic kyphosis, which is where the mid-spine is kind of overly rotated, this can come from issues such as being seated too much, poor breathing patterns, and even excessive exercise. Now we know that when we have a pattern like this and the client has an inability to extend the spine, when a client tries to do an exercise like an overhead press or an overhead squat, we can see that their ability to flex their spine is flex their shoulder joint is somewhat inhibited. So if Trudy tries to lift her arms up here, she has a real hard time even getting towards in front of the ears. But when we take her out of this kind of fixed thoracic kyphosis and get her to flex her shoulder joint again, she has much more range of motion. So if we can improve this postural aspect, it's going to have a lot less wear and tear on the shoulder joints. Plus people with the fixed spine often have a much harder time rotating properly. And often the lumbar facet joints and other issues associated with the lumbar spine tend to take up that slack and put wear and tear on an area that's just not meant to rotate. So the Lewit mobilisation, for example, is a great way of doing an active mobilisation to encourage the spinal extensors, particularly the thoracic extensors, to actually work. Trudy's just going to place her hand on the wall here, and all that we're going to do is get her to push her chest towards the wall whilst breathing in. Here, it's going to keep her C-spine relatively fixed. There can be a little bit of movement there, but the activity is going to occur in these thoracic extensors here. You want to try this as a warm-up, or even if you're just not doing any exercise at the end of the day after being at the office, try and do a few sets of these, 2 to 3 sets of these. Encourage them with the natural pattern of breathing. It's going to really help to stop you migrating forwards into this fixed thoracic kyphosis position. Try it every day, and I think you'll find that your back will be in much better state for it.